Space is no longer a distant dream. It is becoming part of our daily lives through satellites, internet service, GPS, and even space tourism. Private companies like SpaceX and Blue Origin are making regular space flights, and many nations are investing heavily in space missions. But as space becomes crowded, question arises: who owns the moon or Mars? Who is responsible for satellite crashes? Can company mine asteroids? This is where space law and space governance come into play. These are the rules that guide peaceful, fair, and safe use of outer space. First one, the need for a space law in the new space age. With more than 8,000 active satellites in orbit and more than 36,000 large pieces of space debris, outer space is becoming increasingly busy and dangerous. Experts estimate the global space economy could reach $1 trillion by 2040. Without proper regulations, we risk collision and accidents in space, uncontrolled space junk, resource wars between countries or companies. Space law ensures that space remains a global common free for exploration and used by all nations. Second one, the foundation of space law. Key treaties. Most space laws are based on international treaties created during the Cold War, but they still apply today. A. Outer Space Treaty 1967, known as the Magna Carta of Space, signed by over 110 countries. No country can claim ownership of the moon or planets. Space is for peaceful use only. Countries are responsible for damage caused by their space objects. B. The Rescue Agreement 1968. Countries must help astronauts in distress, regardless of nationality. Point C. The Liability Convention of 1972. According to that, countries are financially responsible for damage caused by their space mission. For example, in 1978, the Soviet Union paid Canada $3 million when a satellite crashed on Canadian land. Point D. The Moon Agreement 1979 bans private ownership of lunar resources, calls for international cooperation in lunar mining. Not signed by major space power like US, China or Russia. Third one, modern challenges in space governance. A. Space debris, the hidden danger. The 2009 collision between US and Russian satellites created thousands of debris fragments. A single debris piece can damage a spacecraft. Now, what's the solution? 25-year rules. Satellites must deorbit within 25 years of mission end. New technology. Companies like Asteroids are building spacecraft to clean space junk. Point B. The new space economy. Mining and mega-constellations. Companies plan to mine water and metal from asteroids. The US law 2015 allows American companies to own extracted space resources. SpaceX Starlink already has over 5,000 satellites, causing crowding the light pollution. Point C. Militarization of space. Countries like the US, China, and Russia have tested anti-satellite weapons aside. The US Space Force establishment 2019 and China PLA Strategic Support Force. So space is becoming a military domain. 4. Regulating the commercial space race. A satellite launches and the FAA. In the US, the Federal Aviation Administration FAA gives launch licenses. Reviews include safety, traffic management, and environmental impacts. Point B. Space tourism. Virgin Galactic and Blue Origin offers suborbital space flights. No global safety standard yet. Company relies on passenger waves. Point C. Legal issue in mining. US law allow companies to claim mines resources. Critics argue this violates the Outer Space Treaty. Point 5. Real-world example of space law in action. Point A. Artemis Accords 2020, signed by 39 countries including Japan and UAE. Focus on safety zone around moon bases, sharing resources transparently. Point B. International liability. For example, in 2022, Chinese rocket debris damaged a Filipino boats. Under the Outer Space Treaty, China was held responsible. Sixth one. Future of space law. What is next? Point A. Updating treaty. Add clear rules about space mining topics. Make space debris insurance mandatory. Point B. Global cooperations. The United Nations Caucus Group is creating guidelines for satellite traffic management like space air traffic control, protecting historic sites on the moon. So in conclusion, we can say a shared cosmic responsibility. Space is not owned by any one nation or company. It belongs to humanity. The future of peaceful space explorations depend on strong, updated laws and international collaboration. As Carl Sagan once said, the cosmos is within us. We are made of stardust. Let us make sure our journey to the stars is guided by responsibility, respect, and wisdom.